What's going on, stars? I miss you guys. I'm Shar the Star. Shar the Star. I said it, and I'm gonna tell you why I repeated it twice. Listen, guys, I love you guys. I know I've been gone for more than a minute. I've been actually gone for weeks. And I just wanted to do a video because I'm back. And I have some good news for you guys. And I just want to tell you what's been going on with me. I want to continue to thank you guys for subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing. I have received some of your emails about what's going on and when's your next video and what's going on, and I'm here. Listen, first off, I now own my name, Star the Star. I own it now. What that means is I can use it. I can do certain things. For those of you that know me personally, you know that I've been working in intellectual property law for over 25 years, right? So I know the importance of owning your name and patenting your ideas, all of that, right? But I think that a lot of people on the outside, they heard of trademarks, they heard of patents, they heard of copyrights, but they don't know how it will affect them if they don't have their ducks in order. Me, working in this field for the years that I have, I've seen numerous times where people have written books, they have wrote songs, they have started channels, but they did not own the name. And what happens is, once you do well with it and it grows, now guess what? You don't own it. So someone else go and trademarks the name. And how that affects you, that means all the time and effort that you have put into whatever the situation is now is null and void because now someone else owns the name. And what happens is it's your own friends, it's your own family. I'm going to be honest with you guys that do these things to people. Meaning, you're speaking to your friend and I started this channel and I've had this channel for a year and people are asking me to do mugs and they're asking me to do merchandise, different types of merchandise. And until you own that name legally, you cannot do that. And like I said, I've received requests for these mugs, just different types of merchandise. But until I own the name, I can't do that. I can't sell it. I can't even give it to you because the name didn't belong to me. But now it does. It belongs to me and mine. And I'm going to tell you a quick story. I knew someone that started a channel, right? And it blew up. They invested a year, 2 years, 3 years. They started doing things and getting their name out there. And what a family member or so-called friend did is went and trademarked the name, which means legally you don't own it. And you have to stop, cease, and desist whatever it is you're doing under that name because it doesn't belong to you. So now what you have to do is buy it from that person. So instead of a trademark costing you anywhere from $500 to $1,000, depending on the classes that you want to register, right? Now they can charge you $10,000. $20,000. The price is theirs because it depends on how valuable the product is. So don't put yourself in that hole when you're doing something as simple as a YouTube page, anything that's going to be broadcast out to others. Pay for and own your name. It's so important, people. I'm telling you, because I've seen horror stories. People have written books and titled them. Well, they didn't trademark the title. They didn't copyright the title. I've seen people come up with inventions that they sound great and they might even work, but until you patent that invention, it's not yours. Even the idea isn't yours until you patent it, which means at any given time, someone can steal it. They can take your intellectual property, and that's what intellectual property is: a patent, a trademark, and a copyright. And the thing is, just say how important is that? Everything you see and touch is either patent, trademark, or copywritten. Everything. The fan, this little fan that I have, this is a patent. Someone owns this. A Poland Spring water bottle. This belongs to somebody. This is a patent. So that's the importance of that. So I just wanted to put that out there. Again, I now own Star the Star. So watch yourself. Be very, very careful. And now I can sell my mugs. I can come up with different ideas and different merchandise and use it under my name. So again, congratulations to me. Um, I'm just drinking some fruit infused water. Y'all know me. Nothing much has changed. Okay. Well, I want to know, did you know that the book, The Color Purple, the book. Now we've seen the movie and all this, that, and the third. Do you know that The Color Purple and 30 other African American published works of art is now banned? Banned. You can no longer find these books in the library. You can no longer I don't want to say you can't freely buy them because I don't really know, but I know that they're banned. And it's been banned by the Trump administration. It seems like allegedly it's like we don't even exist. Our history doesn't exist, or they're trying to make it seem like it doesn't exist or never happened. So I just want you guys to be alert. I want you to know that The Color Purple, the book, is now banned. And that's with 30 other African American works of art. So if you didn't know, now you know. The Color Purple is now banned. Some of that, like, wow, wow. Okay. Now, there's a few rest in pieces that I need to put out. First, for the Reverend Jesse Jackson, who passed away at the age of 84. I'm civil rights leader, and I remember growing up, and Reverend Jesse Jackson was being said allegedly to be our first African American president. Now, we know that that did not come to pass. We know that Barack Obama was our first African American president, right? But this is how well sought after and well known Reverend Jesse Jackson was, and for his civil rights pushes and things of the sort, right? So I just wanted to say to Reverend Jesse Jackson, job well done. I wanted to give my condolences to his family, to anyone that knew him and loved him, right? But let's move on. There's quite a few other rest in pieces. Are you aware that Grady Damon Wilson, who happened to be Lamont from Sanford and Son. Well, yeah. He passed away at the age of, Lamont passed away at the age of 79, just short of his 80th birthday. And we remember Lamont and Sanford and Son with Red Fox. Okay. And are you aware that Wendy Williams' father, Thomas Williams, passed away at the age of 94? So I want to give my condolences to Wendy and her family and to everyone that loved him and respected him. What else? Oh, Wiz Khalifa dad passed away. And I know you're like, Wiz Khalifa? Yes, Wiz Khalifa. His dad passed away at the age of 63. Listen, people are leaving here. I remember when I was growing up, they'd say, oh, here today and gone tomorrow. Well, actually, it's here today, gone today. So that's why I ask you guys over and over to be intentional. Check on your family members, check on your loved ones, check on anyone that you love. Because again, here today, gone today. Are you aware that a new $2 billion lawsuit has been filed against the creators of Ozempic? And you know, Ozempic, the weight loss drug, the miracle drug that millions of people jumped on without it being, because if you don't remember, Ozempic wasn't or isn't a weight loss drug. It's a diabetic drug. And I remember even when I wasn't diabetic, I remember diabetics unable to get their medicine because everyone was getting it and hoarding it for weight loss. Well, there are now thousands of lawsuits against the creators of Ozempic, but there is a new $2 billion lawsuit filed against the creators of Ozempic. Why? Let me tell you why. Ozempic allegedly has now caused thousands of people to go blind, thousands of people to have face and stomach paralysis, kidney failure, kidney damage, intestinal blockage, gallbladder disease, and the list goes on and on. Um, Again, it wasn't meant for weight loss. It was meant for diabetics, and someone discovered, or diabetics, that you lose weight. However, it wasn't meant for that. And those of you that jumped on the bandwagon, please, if you're having any of these problems, check with a lawyer. Get your piece of the pie, because these insurance companies and these pharmaceutical companies, they're there. And allegedly, they've been milking us for years. So if you happen to be one that that's suffering with Ozempic and other diabetic weight loss drugs, you know what to do. You know what to do. Um, did you know that the Wayans family is now being inducted into the NAACP Awards Hall of Fame? And you say, really? And I'm going to tell you, really, the entire family of, their comedic, the what was it? What was their show earlier in the years? Living Color. Yeah, the entire family now is being inducted into the NAACP Hall of Fame. And I say congratulations. I think that they're absolutely deserving of it. I mean, that is one funny family. And now that the main characters that we're used to, now they have children and they have nieces and nephews that are continuing in their um, careers. So I totally agree that the Wayans family should be inducted into the NAACP Award Hall of Fame. Um, Also, and this is a question that I would like you guys to respond. Send me comments and let's talk about, what do you consider fine dining? And do you consider Ruth Chris, Eddie V's, Tao? Do you consider those fine dining? Because things have changed. I had a conversation with a group of people, and they were speaking of going to Ruth Chris, which is one of my favorite restaurants, and they were stating that the it has gone down. And I said, why do you think it's gone down? Because I eat there pretty often, and the food is everything that it's always been. But they're saying that they're now allowing people to come in with jeans and sneakers and hoodies and different things. And I had to remind my friend that times have changed. People don't even get dressed for church anymore. So I'm proposing a question to those of us, people of a certain age. Do you miss having to get dressed for dinner? Do you miss having to get dressed to go into the office? Do you miss having to get dressed to go to church? Because things have changed. I think it has a lot to do with we have more young. When I say young, I mean anywhere from teenagers to mid 20s that are now multimillionaires. The restaurants are no longer telling them how to dress, and I remember when you would go to Tao or you would go to Ruth Chris or Eddie V's, you get dressed. When me and my friends go to these restaurants, we still get dressed. I mean, we don't go in there with sweatsuits on. We just don't. That's not what fine dining is about. Um, so my question to you is, what do you consider fine dining? And do you miss having to get dressed for fine dining? Because to me, and this is just me, fine dining is white linen tablecloths. Linen, instead of giving you paper napkins, your napkins are linen. Um, your glasses are crystal. And besides, you could go to a fine dining establishment with just you and one other person and can easily spend anywhere between $300 to $500 on any given night. I consider that fine dining. I don't consider Chili's, TGIF, certain restaurants. I just don't. That's not fine dining. That's not fine dining. It's just fast food in a different location. Meaning, we used to fast food being McDonald's or Burger King or Wendy's. Well, now fast food is down TGIF. Even though it's expensive to go. Listen, try to take a family of five to McDonald's and order your food. I guarantee you're going to spend at least $60, if not more. And I'm sure more. But I'm just stating 60, 70, $80 at McDonald's for five people. Easily. But it's still not fine dining. Fine dining isn't because of the price. It's the, what can I say? How you feel. It's the establishment. It's the, you feel like you've gone somewhere and you needed to put on your best and you needed to do your best and be your best. And who doesn't want to do that? So please comment and let me know what you believe fine dining is now in 2026. And if you don't think that Roof Chris or any of these restaurants that I named, as far as Roof Kiss and Eddie V's and Tao and numerous other restaurants, if you don't consider them fine dining, please let me know. Because I remember not long ago going to Capitol Grill and there was nothing but Bentleys and Porsches parked in front. But when I went inside, people weren't dressed. People had on jeans and hoodies and sweaters and sneakers. And I mean, hell, people are spending thousands of dollars for a pair of activewear sneakers. So who's going to tell you you can't wear that to a restaurant to eat when you're spending your money? So please let me know what you think fine dining is. Listen, I don't plan to keep you much longer. I love you guys. I just wanted to get back on camera. I wanted to let you guys know what was going on with me and why I've been kind of missing in action. And like I said, I'm back. And now I own my name. That's what I've been waiting for. I've spoken to people in the past, subscribers, and they asked me, where can I order your mug? And I straight up told them, I can't do that until I get permission. And I know they didn't understand what the permission was, but me owning the name is the permission. Okay? I love you guys. I want you guys to be intentional, continue to be intentional. Being intentional wasn't just for 2025. Being as intentional is till the end of time. Okay? I love you guys. Check on your strong friends. Check on your strong family members. Check on your neighbors. And tell me this, are you guys tired of looking at snow that actually fell almost a month ago? Do you know Sunday, this coming Sunday, will be a month since we had that major snowstorm? And it's been raining for the past 2 days, so a lot of the snow has gone, but there's still mounds of it out there. I am so over looking at this snow that fell a month ago. Listen, I love you guys. Please continue to subscribe, like, comment, and share. And I will see you guys as soon as possible. Love you guys. See you soon.